Hey guys, what's up? My name is Cruz, and this is our first podcast for the Road to Better Health. We have Liz behind the camera here. Say hi, Liz.
Hey guys.
She's going to be asking me some questions, and this is the idea behind this is to see if you're interested. Are you interested in the Road to Better Health? What we have to offer? Do we provide any value for you? And do you want to watch more? So we'll start with Liz. Question number 1.
So Colby, can we start off just by hearing a little bit about yourself, your background, your interests, and how you got to where you are today?
Yeah. I was born in Arizona. I grew up playing sports, all sorts of sports. Basketball, soccer, baseball, water polo, swimming, and always loved physical activity. Loved it, loved it, loved it. I had so much energy. I could play all day long, and my parents would be like, you need to play more. And my nutrition wasn't super awesome. We ate whatever family ate. It was what it was, but it got me through. I stuck with water polo as my primary sport, and I played water polo for the junior national team for a couple of years, and I played for Pepperdine for a couple of years, where I ended up studying sports medicine. And playing water polo allowed me to do the things that I did and get into the school that I did, and studying sports medicine kind of flip-flopped my idea of what I wanted to do with my life, and kind of threw me into this awesome interest of the human body and what it can do, what it's capable of, and the idea of health and fitness is an essential part of our lives. I interned at a gym called CrossFit Malibu with Mike Anderson, where I learned an incredible amount of amazing information. I'm still learning on a regular basis, and I am now driving myself forward, learning on a daily basis, loving people on a daily basis, and doing what I can to change people's lives on a daily basis.
Cool. Can you tell us a little bit about the Road to Better Health?
Yeah, the Road to Better Health is a platform for people to explore and take a look at, to see what the process, what the journey looks like. The Road to Better Health, there is no destination, and that's the idea of this website. Is there should be tools and resources for anybody to come look at and say, hey, I'm interested in this journey. What's it look like? What's it going to take? What have other people done? What are other people's advice? Where should I start? Any of those things are sort of the purpose of the Road to Better Health.
Great. So I know you talked a little bit about your interest in sports and physical activity, but what were your main inspirations for starting the Road to Better Health?
So in the last 5 to 10 years, I've had a lot of amazing people just completely pour into me with knowledge and compassion and sharing and storytelling and advice and mentorship, and I sometimes don't feel qualified to be the receiver of all those gifts, but it's the Road to Better Health is my manifestation and my reciprocation of that gift that was given to me. I want to turn around and give that gift to other people. I want to share what I've learned to everyone else that wants to hear. And by no means am I the end-all, be-all authoritative voice in the world of health and fitness, but I do believe that I have a valuable opinion and awesome experience. And yeah, it's time to share. It's time to share.
So what do you think this podcast is going to be? How is that going to play into the Road to Better Health? Who's it going to be for? What's it going to be about? Just tell us more about your podcast.
Yeah, so this is going to be the podcast. This is the first podcast for the Road to Better Health. And all of these are going to be stories. I want to interview people about their journey of life and how they've lived on the road to better health, or how they have lived off of the road to better health. The goal of this podcast is to hear stories from all extremes in all different realms, from beginners who haven't even started their journey yet, and from people who've been on that journey for 20, 30 years, and everywhere in between, the ups and the downs, the good, the bad, the easy, the tough, anything you can think of to inspire and encourage all of us who are also on this road. That's one of the biggest things that I've learned through CrossFit is everything's a lot easier together, and this is a place that we can move forward into a better place together. So that is the idea of this podcast, is telling stories with the goal, with the purpose of moving all of us forward in our journey on the road to better health.
Great. So for people watching this that are interested, they like what you're saying, like what they're hearing, how can they contribute and be a part of the road to better health?
Good question. There's a couple ways. The first thing that comes to my mind is we're still pretty small and we're still trying to grow. So checking out our stuff on social media, on our Facebook page and our Instagram page, and subscribing to our blog, just looking at our content and seeing if it's useful for you, and if it is useful for you, sharing it to somebody else that you think it's useful for. This is a sort of a completely grassroots type of thing. I've no big marketing budget that I have planned out and ready for this. This is just me wanting to share with as much of the world as I can. So one of the biggest ways that you can support us is also to do that same thing, is to share as much of this as possible. The next way is we've created a Patreon page where you can support us on every video that we do here. And we haven't laid out any details on that, so once that gets set up, you will see way more details on a Patreon page on how you can become a contributor and what it means to be a contributor to this podcast. And the last way is being a sponsor for this podcast. There's a lot of time and energy and behind the scenes things that happen to make this come together that sometimes is overlooked, and we would love to have a sponsor that reflects our mission and our goals, and kind of allow us to do this on a longer term basis. We would love to continue to share, and so one of the easiest ways that we can do that is have a relationship with someone or a company that shares values with us, that we can continue doing these.
Great, thank you for sharing all of that awesome, helpful information.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you guys for watching. If this is the first time that you've watched any of these podcasts, I hope that this kind of interests you and you check out all of the other podcasts that we got going on. Check out our website, our Instagram, our Facebook page, all the Road to Better Health. Share this stuff, like it, do some commenting. I would love to hear your thoughts on your challenges, your ideas on how to live that road to better health, how to live that journey. And yeah, I want to also send out a special thank you to Liz for being behind the scenes and on that camera. She does a lot of this work that kind of goes unseen, so thank you for that, Liz, and we'll see you guys on the road.